Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. This is the spring update, the beta edition for the time being, and we are in the town of New Haven doing enormously well money-wise. Oh, we ended up not... Oh, actually... Oh, this is only sections of a year. Okay, that's slightly different. No more loans to repay, so we're doing really well. One thing that I did kind of wonder about is if we could potentially do a little slow-moving loop in here that would also run trains out that way. That could be used to then bring food back into the town using the train, meaning one big chunk. And then we can also run from the train station directly up to the other side and get rid of all of these kind of trucks running through the city. So that's something that I quickly want to have a look at. As soon as we move this train out of the infrastructure here, I'll then just go down to 1 speed while we play around with this a little bit. I think doing this could be quite an interesting little thing. So what I'll do is I will remove that crossover there as well while I have a quick look at this. So the plan in my mind was that we see about running... Yeah, so it doesn't like that. So what I'll do, this train is getting out of the way over there. So what I'll do, because there's a crossover thing happening over here, let's quickly get rid of this crossover. I may end up running that guy in a little bit better. That's something that we can be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to pause it while we quickly do this. So now, if I do that, right, that seems pretty reasonable to me if I'm planning on getting... Oh, but what I need to bear in mind now is that I need to tie these in. Oh, actually, that works quite well. It's obviously a slow movement to get that in here, but that works quite well. And then can we also run that out that way? Ooh, we potentially could. Oh, hang on. Coming in this way, it'll have to cross over. Yes, that's fine. So what we'll need is something like too much curvature, really. So something like that potentially to get it into both directions. Yeah, actually, I'm not too opposed to this. So this will run it in. It will need to run on that very same track and then cross over here. So it'll need to do that, right? That's fine. That's fine. That actually works really well. So the question is, this would only... Depending on where we do crossovers, we could then start having a train to come on this way. Can we cross over here? Yes? No. Can we? We do so. Ooh, that's not even up here. Yeah, it doesn't want to construct on the bridge. Certainly doesn't seem to want to do that. Ooh. Yeah, it just doesn't want to do that. Doesn't want to do it. Now, this will work to get this guy in and back out. We are missing, well, we've got a crossover all the way over here, but we could potentially do another crossover in this area just to make sure that we get trains to their appropriate locations and get them back out onto the right kind of tracks. But I don't think that's a big deal just yet. So that will allow us to bring train traffic into this town. And potentially we can do a similar thing. When we get to that, we can do a similar thing on the other side. I'm gonna play with that. That's gonna be okay. I don't think we need too much more than this. So what I'll do is let's quickly clear out some of these signals. We don't need, and what I'll just do is start the signals where they are in fact necessary. So we probably need that, and we probably need a bit of a signal right over there. We've got a new oil thing going on. We'll need one here. That one I'm not too fussed with. I'm not sure any of this is going to be really helpful to us, but we would like maybe one over here, and then we can, next one up is over there. That's okay. And then I'm just going to get rid of this one. I don't think is doing much. Okay, now there we go. So now we can run a train in here. What we don't have is appropriate crossovers. Yeah, so what we should probably do is get a few extra signals running. At some of these locations. So what I think is let's do signals there and there. And then I'm almost tempted to get rid of some of these other signals. Well, that's okay. I think they're not, well, that one I'm certainly going to get rid of. That one over there, I'm certainly going to get these two. These two I'm going to get rid of. There we go. So now we can run a train down here to bring food into town. And then get rid of all of those. Let's get a little food train going, because this is going to be, yeah, we'll have to see. It's not going to be an easy one, is it? Let's set up that line. Actually, let's set up that line, a new line from there to here, right? And you would like to please make use of always, yeah, that's good. That is awesome. That is awesome, and that is awesome as well. I do like that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And this is just going to be the New Haven food drop. Okay, so that can be a pretty straightforward little thing there. And what we can also do is just make sure we've got a little bit of a signal running over there and over there and over here. There we go. So it's fairly complex with all these signals, but I think that should do well. What we don't have at the moment is an ability for this guy to get over here. So let's actually just extend that so we can in fact tie this one in here. That's okay. I don't mind you being fairly simple like so. And then you'll also be able to get onto either side. That's okay, all good. Let's get another signal over here. So it's very different to the signals that you would see in workers and the resources, for instance. Ooh, a little bit of thing there. But yeah, everything works quite well. Yeah, no, it works quite well. There's lots of trains running in all at the same time. And they swap over from platform to platform. Really good, really good. Look at our money, guys. Okay, now let's get a little train to run the food in there. I'm thinking electric in this location because it's close to the town. So let's do another one of these guys. Okay, we'll add that one. Ooh, actually no. Let's give it a cool color. We'll give it a bit of a greenish style of color. Maybe not that green. Let's do something like that. Yeah, that's pretty hectic. Now, food is in a boxcar. Okay, so let's do one. No. Okay, fine. From here, let's edit the selected vehicle. We'll go back to our green color over here, and we'll add some. It's not gondolas actually. It's not gondolas, it's boxcars. So let's add some boxcars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 boxcars, something like that. Is that a reasonable number? 144? Let's do that. Let's do that. We can always modify it later or anything like that. Now let's assign that to the New Haven food drop line, please. We should see some guys jumping out of this. Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All good. All good. Nice. So now, yeah, it's picking up food straight away. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, ooh, not machines. No. Machines are still doing its thing. I'm just going to manage the vehicles here, please. Let's just sell absolutely all of them. There we go. And the New Haven food line, I want to get rid of altogether. I think there's no longer any need for New Haven food. Manage the line, please, and delete the line. There we go. Now, all of this, oh, a new industry popped up somewhere, and I didn't actually have a look at where that was because that's the next thing we're going to start to have a look at. Now, this guy is going to start moving a fair bit of food. Okay, that's okay. Popping in there is no problem. Okay, so what we don't necessarily have is these guys. There's a fair bit of foodstuffs here that I don't think is necessarily being picked up. Yeah, all of these guys out here in the sticks aren't going to get anything, which is quite an interesting thing, though. Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to quickly clear that one out, add 2 more of these, and then I'll just run a few of these guys through here. So what I'll do is you'll pick up over here, you'll come and drop food there, and you'll come and drop food here. Yeah, the rest should be all good. Then I'm going to do a local cargo. New line from there to there to there. And this one will be called New Haven Local Cargo. There we go. So now I can buy new trucks. Yeah, I sold a lot of trucks, but I can buy new trucks, which is just going to be, I think, just the standard goods trucks. I'm just going to do like 4 of them. And we're going to put them on the New Haven local cargo line, which means that now goods should be able to distribute from here. That's awesome. So this guy has just picked up food, 12 food only at this stage. Awesome. Starting to look good. Starting to produce some more stuff. Yeah, that's starting to creep up. That is starting to creep up, which is awesome. Let's see how it takes that turn. Pretty slow on the turn, but should work fairly well nonetheless. Yeah, I like it. I like it. All good. How much do you have ready to go? Not nearly a full load. I think you'll do a pretty decent job over time. 39. Yeah, slowly getting up there. I think this production is creeping up. Is it? Oh, I think we are now. We'll probably now max this guy out. Yeah, it doesn't take any more. Okay, that's good. That is a good segue into the next thing we would like to do here. So now we have the ability for this line to take a fair bit more stuff. So let's have a quick look at what is running cargo-wise on this line. So if we do switch on the lines, we've got 2 lines here. This little blue one. No, let's just go with train lines. Train lines. This one is the New Haven. Okay, let's rename it. New Haven, Colorado Springs. And what's that furthest town over there? Worcester. Let's put that in there. WC is what we're just going to call it. Well, WC cargo. Oh well. And what does that line look like? It goes from New Haven to Colorado Springs, and then from Colorado Springs, it really needs to go all the way over here to Worcester North, and then it probably needs to drop off over here at Colorado Springs yet again. Okay, and then on the way back to New Haven. So we'll make that change there. We will, however, need to quickly do a little thing here with the tracks, just to make sure that from here you can tie into either. And from here, you can tie into either. Okay, so that's all good. So you'll be able to get onto the platform in either direction. And I'm just thinking about it. We probably need an extra platform. Just FYI. So let's expand that operation through here, please. Can I please trim that back? Get me my platform. There we go. So now we've got a dual platform. So let's have a look at this line. Manage that line, please. I would like you to be able to do... Well, for this one, potentially what we'll do is we'll leave that one at number 1. And this one will take to number 2. Right? I should be able to switch that off, right? So Colorado Springs West, you're just going to go with number 1 there, please. And this one you'll go with, you know what? Doesn't even matter. Actually, can I switch you off? Why can't I switch off any of these things? It's really interesting that way. Okay, anyway, I'm going to switch on both. So it's just going to, because it's fairly straightforward in terms of what it's doing here. So that's good. So now it should be able to run through there fairly straightforwardly. Now this one train that we have, let's have a quick look at what train it is. So this train going to Worcester is just speeding up now, but I believe this one can do up to about, let's say, manage that vehicle. Oh, we've got 2 trains on it. That's renaming 6-axle passenger car, and that's a 442 Atlantic. Okay, so with a 442 Atlantic, let's have a quick look. Buy vehicles, locomotive steam, the 442. Oh, we can't even buy the 442 Atlantic anymore. So we may need to up our game a little bit to one of these other guys or go electric. Let's just see. So if we do like this guy, it's 13 million and 2 million per year to run it. If we go electric, that's pretty much the same thing. So that's 3,500 kilowatt of tractive effort. Of power, and 430 kilonewtons of tractive effort. This guy, on the other hand, seems to be better in all senses of the word. This one, less so. That's a speedier train. This one has got the tractive effort. Okay, shall we do a bit of maybe not an upgrade of the passenger lines just yet, but certainly I would like to do an upgrade of this guy. So if I manage this line, and then I manage the vehicles. Okay, now this train, I would like to replace that train, please. Replace the selected vehicle with one of these guys, right? I'm going to give it a nice brownish color. If we add that, that's ugly. That's good. Now, what I would like to do then is we need to use a couple of these guys. So let's add like three of them. Let's add 4 of, maybe that's getting too much. Let's add 2 of them in the first instance. We would also like to start moving food. So let's then move 1, 2, 3, 4 food in there, because there's plenty of other stuff that could potentially be moving this way also. And I'm kind of thinking that's pretty much it, but we can add a wagon or 2 for this. I'd rather do that instead. So let's move that. The brown color is extremely ugly. Extremely ugly. But there we go. So now, if we replace that for 21 million, at least it'll run a little bit quicker, and now it can start moving food also. So now it can run all the way to Worcester, move food, and it can also take machines over there, if we can just get the machines to really do its thing. How much is this waiting to move? Is that train making money or not yet? Ooh, not so much. Okay, now I think this train will slowly start to make money as this shipment is going to move a little quicker. Look at that. Train's working. All good. Now, what I would like to see is once that guy drops off here, is this local distribution actually doing anything? Does it randomly alive? Yeah, it does. So these guys does, in fact, move it through to the rest of the town. So the town should be pretty well served with regards to all of its items. The one thing that we need to probably up our supply on is the machines. So let's have a quick look at what is going on with the machines. This guy is doing a shipment of 62, which is good. This guy is taking on, is producing a shipment of 79. So it's got more of that. So what we need is more of the, we need more of the other stuff in here. Oh, and I do want to start potentially moving. Okay. I'm going to upgrade this train as well. Where's this train? Ooh, a new goods factory. Elizabeth somethings. This guy needs to move a bit more. Maybe this line is not quite doing what it should be doing. Oh. We're all out here, are we? Interesting. Some of this stuff. Oh, it's getting lost. Okay, well, let's do a few things here. So FW planks, right? Manage the vehicles on this line. They're all pretty mediocre to bad. So let's do a quick replace all the selected vehicles for me, please. And we'll get the, oh, it is actually these guys, right? So we'll go ahead and do a bit of a replacement. Then at the same time, we'll probably clone a few of them, 12. Clone a few more, 18 of them now. So hopefully that runs a little quicker. That should move a few more things. And now I'm thinking we can actually have these things run on this train line. Okay, I'm gear for that. So let's have a look at this. This is running. Let's manage this vehicle quickly. Maybe we don't. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's well, let's sell that one. Dispose of it. Then let's modify this one. Edit the selected vehicle. So now it has the 84 capacity of these things. So let's get rid of that. We'll go back to the kind of orangey color and we do a flatbed with stakes. Was that the same one? No, these will do a little more. So let's do 4 of them. Ooh, it's not quite the right thing. And then I would also like to move, we also need the oils. So let's do something like that. That should do the trick. Now it'll run full in both directions at least. Let's do that for the time being. It's been modified and we'll see how that goes. This guy is starting to produce a bit more. Yeah, absolutely producing a bit more here. Okay, and what we will have to have a quick look at is if we look at that money, we need to just bear that in mind for a second. If we have a look at our train lines, what is the rate of this cargo line? 92 only, and it's once every 90. We probably need to double up that guy. That's 105. All of our trains are doing pretty well, but that one is going to, I think, struggle just a tad. This one is coming in with absolutely nothing. Believe that will be all empty. Yeah, so now this is going to run in the other direction for us. Okay. We need to. We did a bit of spending now with regards to our stuff here. So I'm very keen. Oh, why would you go? Okay. Hang on. Can I have a look at this? Manage this line, right? When you come to Colorado Springs, you cannot load anything for the time being. No loading here. Right? You can unload. I've got the wrong one here. No, that was the right one. And on this one, you can load these things. right? And you can unload whatever you want. So let's leave it at that for the time being. So these things gets a little different. I will have to drop that line though if I want these things to actually work. So this one, I'm going to manage that line. Actually. Ooh. Okay, try that again. That one, manage the vehicles. I'm going to select them all and sell them. Let's sell them all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take that line and manage that line and remove that line, in the hope that we'll move everything by train now. There we go. Now everything is going to start moving via train. Now the only question I have with the trains is this train is probably not moving quickly enough. Is it moving? It's moving food. That's good. That's good. I want to, before it gets to the other side, I want to duplicate it. When I duplicate it, I wonder where it actually, where it does its thing. Yeah, it's now quicker than the passenger trains. It is now quicker than the passenger trains, but I want to duplicate it on the line though. Yeah, so here we've got a bit of a slow movement through here. Needs to wait a little bit and then it'll cut off over there. Excellent. Okay, so it'll pick some stuff. Oh, it won't pick up anything. Yeah, it won't pick up anything. I didn't allow it to pick up anything. So it's going to go straight back behind this guy. Okay. And actually now is the time I would like us to manage the vehicles and duplicate it. Can I please do that? And then where does that come out of the... Yes, it comes out there. Okay, good. Good stuff. That was kind of the plan. Yes, it's not getting stuck behind it again. What it does need to do though... So this guy only kind of gets a little bit here. So let's quickly, in order to make things work a little bit better, this guy needs to run in and drop off some stuff. Right there, and then probably right there. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll set up a little line for that ever so quickly. A local cargo distribution line. There we go. That's an awesome little line. This is the Worcester local cargo. Perfect. That's all good. Probably this line needs to manage that line. And at the transfer station, I would like it to use any of our platforms. Thank you very much. And now I just want to put a few little trucks onto it. We should have a... Yeah, here we go. Buy me a bit of a vehicle. This tarpaulin one should be fine. I want to do 4 of them and put them on the Worcester local cargo line. And now things would move around a little bit over here. Good stuff. So now we're actually distributing goods over here. Now here comes the train. And how much money? 1.6 million of food. Ooh, we've got some trams. This guy's running empty, so it should be much quicker than the other one. Slows down a little bit at each one of these blocks. Yeah, no, that's okay. Now it should be okay. Now it should be getting away from it. But it is still running at under 100 because it's, yeah, it can't get too far ahead. And it's going to get stuck behind it all the time. I can just see it. Now, how much of this stuff needs to be loaded? A little bit needs to be loaded here. You need this thing to start moving. At some point, we'll do a bridge or something over here. Okay, gonna pick up some stuff. There we go. It's not even full. Waiting for that free path through there. I do think at some point we may do a little something. Yeah, these things are not quick, is it? Where's my other train? Oh, here comes the other one. And again, it's going to be stuck behind this guy. Waiting for it to clear out. Now it will go. Go in there, do its thing. How much food does this guy have on board? A fair bit. So hopefully that line can eventually become profitable. But yeah, this is running behind that guy all the time. I don't know. So at some point, maybe we would like, ooh, our money is not looking good. I don't think we're going to do anything else right this minute. Don't think we're going to do anything else right this minute. This guy's not making money. That guy should be making money. That guy is making money. Okay, we need to take it easy just for a second. Now there's a lot. Okay, and this guy comes in. Hopefully these guys are making money. They should be making money, right? Yeah, they are. I think this guy will start making money. That's a pretty decent load going back out that way. Please get ahead of it. I think it will. I think it'll get ahead of it. No? Ah, would have done really well if it got ahead of it. Now it's too slow. I do need to upgrade these. So I'll wait a little bit. I don't mind it being a little slower than it probably should be. But, well, what I can do is I can barely split these things up, to be honest. There we go. It is starting to, well, this guy is speeding up, so that's the issue. It keeps speeding up all the time. Where's my other train? Probably heading back behind that guy? Yes, no, maybe? Oh, is there? Ooh. Yeah, it's behind it. It is yet again behind it. Only 21 of these guys. Now, what I do want to have a look at is are we moving? Are we moving any? Are we moving any oils on this? Oh, yes, there's fuel coming back this way. Nice, I like that. Are we seeing a lot more of this? Oh, yes, tons of it. Tons of it. Okay, so hopefully that will at least be much fuller going that way. How much does this thing actually need? 55 only. Okay, what we don't have is we don't have the proper local transport thing going on here just yet. So we've got it. Well, we can use that very same one, to be honest. We can just run it in there. Okay, well, let's run a local. This is what is this? This is Fort Worth. We don't have a Fort Worth local. Yeah, there we go. So let's do one there and one there. And this one is called Fort Worth Local Cargo. Oh, wow, there we go. And we will immediately get a few vehicles for it. It's just going to be this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's fine. Fort Worth Local Cargo. There we go. And now it means that our demands will pop up a little bit more. I want to see, is this thing long enough when this train arrives? I want to see if this thing is in fact long enough. How's Fort Worth doing? Oh, it's dropping. Yeah, because we've missed our supply a little bit over here. I think it's going to just fit in there. Now, this is a full load of 72. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna update this thing again. So what we'll do is let's expand. What? How come you've got... Oh, no, there it is. It's expanded that way. Yeah, I'm not going to do the rest of it right yet. So let's do that. Plus, we'll add the tracks in there. Not going to be able to do it on the other side. So let's leave it there. That should do the trick. Then I can probably expand. I'm going to up this a little bit. Manage that vehicle. We'll modify it a tad. Well, you know what? We need 2 of them. That's ultimately what we need. But let's have a quick look at modification. So do we? I think what we'll do is we'll grab an extra, at least 1 extra stake car. Maybe even 2. Maybe even 2. So let's do that. Let's do this. I will add an extra. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and modify it. So now it's a slightly longer train. Hopefully that'll not be too problematic. It's going to have some empty stuff on there now. Is this running at a reasonable speed? Yeah, a reasonable speed for this line. These guys aren't at 100, are they? Oh, they are at 100. Okay, so we need a bit more money. So once our money comes in, once we get to about, I would think 60 to 80 million, we'll do this thing again. Here we go. Another bit of money coming in this way. Did we move all the food? Doesn't look like it. Oh, did we move some stuff? Oh, yeah, there we did. We did move some stuff. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So the question is this train making any money? Not yet. Not yet. Our balance is doing reasonable, but that train's not making much money just yet. We just want to be a little cautious now because these trains cost so much to run that ultimately we might be in trouble. We need this train to come back with something. It needs to come back with something. It does do the oil thing. But that's not what I could run some oil in there. But it still there needs to go to an oil refinery, which it can do from here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if this will work. Let's do that. Let's run a little bit of an oil line over here. So let's do that. Let's give me one of these guys. I'm going to pop it in over there. That seems to be a reasonable distance. There we go. We'll do a bit of a line just back and forth over here. So we'll go from there to there. It'll be called WC crude. Okay. And we'll just run, because we won't be able to do much, right? But what we'll do is we'll just grab a couple of these oil trucks. Right? Just the 2 of them, I think. And we'll add it to WC crude. So now WC crude, and I will upgrade this little piece of road because it makes no sense to me that we don't at least do that. So let's go ahead and upgrade at least that little section there. Now this thing should start to produce crude at some point. Oh yeah, there we go. Starting to produce the crudes. The crudes are starting to be produced. Oh yeah, there we go. Ready, first one's ready to go. So that's going to be pretty good. This one will start loading crude to go back. Nice. I think that is where we're now going to start seeing some money on some of these lines. This Worcester here should start growing. I mean, look at Worcester going nuts over here now due to its availability of goods here. It's got a fair bit of food available here and starting to see some machines. And we've got a new demand over here of fuel. So that can run straight in here as well. And it's got a goods demand as well. So we really need to start looking at our goods demands if we want to continue to expand this operation. But it is starting to look pretty nice over here now. Oh, and it got away ahead. Good stuff. So now it will bring crude over here. So this line, I believe these lines will now start to become fairly popular, and our money is starting to roll in a little bit better now. This guy is stuck behind that other one, and this one should be fairly well loaded, I think. 72 food, but no of the machines things. And what's going on over here? 420, so that's looking pretty good. Our emissions is poor, but it's all still looking pretty nice. Food is being moved around to the various places that needs it. Let's see our demands. Our food demand is pretty well met. Our machines demand is not well met. So let's have a quick look. What's going on with our machines line before we end this episode? Just want to see. Okay, this guy is coming in with, that's not going to make a lot of money as it gets in here. A quick look. That guy's dropping off. Wow, that's a good number. And this guy is taking fuel back over there. Awesome. And this guy's bringing in 2.2 million. And this stuff, is this stuff available over here? Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, no, the demand is all met here. What's going on? There should be plenty of food available. Nice. A war system machines factory. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. So we can start linking up more and more factories, and they will all do their thing here. We still only have the one train on that line, I think, so it's probably all good. And over here, Colorado Springs. Yeah, we need the tools. The tools component needs to be started. Ooh. We could do that over here, couldn't we? How much is this? Oh, 16? Well, at least it'll pick it up, right? 5 million right over there, and it's not even going back empty. But I got it stuck behind this guy yet again. Worcester is looking really nice. We're really doing a decent job here. It's growing really quickly because it's got the same fairly simple demands to be met, and we're meeting it while running these large trains through here. This guy came through here. It's got machines and food ready to go up there. That's okay. And this has got a fair bit of fuel to go. That's good. How's this guy going? Yeah, this guy's running reasonable amounts. Are we? Yeah, I don't think we are running much more than we can there. It's okay, this guy should come in right now. It's a pretty reasonable amount of money there. Should make a little bit of money by dropping this off. Absolutely. Now these guys will also go back with stuff. Awesome. 72. That is good. It's looking good. I didn't even see what we had there on that message. Yeah, I do need to upgrade these other trains. So the biggest issue that we have, I don't mind running freight or cargo and passengers on the same line. But what we really need to do is make sure that our speed differential between the trains aren't enormous. I mean, look at all of these passengers ready to go. Look at all of these goods ready to go. I am loving it. We are going to make tons of money. Oh, the one more thing, what I want to do, final little piece that I want to do is create our, yeah, that's okay. It's not actually fully loaded, but that's okay. There's lots of money coming in. This is a busy train station, guys. This is a busy train station. Ultimately, we can now start transferring stuff over and running a potential line up here. Ooh, I like it. I like the idea of starting to connect even more stuff through there. But yeah, now our money is starting to look really good. Okay, I'm not going to connect any more train things. We're just going to leave it be for the time being. That train that hardly had any people in it. Yeah, because these trains are so close together now. This guy is fully loaded and will bring in a full load here. This is really busy. That's a good number. This should be a good number too. Nice. And are you fully loaded going back? Why? Oh, because it can't load. Now hang on. Before I do that, these two are too close together. That's because these trains are... Okay, before I do that, the one thing that I want to quickly do is manage this line. And when we get to Colorado Springs, I want to change these settings. So now you can, in fact, load this over here so that you can make a move that way. That's it. So, yeah, presumably that's going to be the case. And on your way back, you're going to load that over here. There's no other... You know what? I'm just gonna clear this and make sure you can load whatever you want. Load whatever you want. Otherwise, we're going to keep having to do the settings there. Yeah, we need to upgrade these trains to get them on the same speed. Otherwise, we're going to continuously have this problem. Let's quickly do the final thing that I wanted to do here, and that is build our headquarters. Our headquarters is starting to look pretty good. Now... I think that corner there is pretty close to the center of town and is about where I would like to see it. So let's just get it perfectly aligned with the corner. There we go. So there is our headquarters now. It cost us, we bought out a little pocket there. This headquarters should fairly quickly, we can relocate it as well. Should fairly quickly start looking even better. ExactChaos Transport. It's a pretty mediocre little sign and a pretty mediocre little building. But I think we will we'll see this expand into a nice-looking building fairly quickly. We're up at the 80 million mark, so in the next episode, we will get our trains onto the right speed differential, and that means we'll hopefully move some more stuff more quickly. How much fuel is here? There's a lot of fuel here ready to go. There's also a lot of food here ready to go, but not quite enough for the entire train. So we may trim back on this train, make it a little smaller. But yeah, anyway, I think our money is looking good. Oh, our company score has dropped a little. That was looking pretty good. No, our money is bouncing back fairly nicely. But yeah, improved speed differential on these lines could help us quite a lot. This train line should be making a lot of money. Yes, let's quickly see this guy come on in here. It doesn't have any fuel with it. Yeah, we are seeing certain trains. Yeah, these trains are way too close. So what I'm going to do, actually, guys, what I'm going to do is flip it around, buddy. Go the other way around. There's no other trains here, so you should just go straight to where you want to go. And then we should have that a little bit better defined there. Yeah, another 3.5 million there. Yeah, good money here. This guy should have, should make a lot of money. Lots of people on that train. What? I didn't see it making the money. This guy is being held back because he doesn't have a free path. Why exactly is that? That's okay. Yeah, this is getting a little bit busy. We could probably redo some of this stuff if we wanted to. And this guy, reasonable amount of people on that one. Going back, full. Yeah, pretty much. So that's okay. That should now start looking a little bit better. This guy's still making lots of money. Yeah, 4 million each pop. How's this business doing? Is it expanding? Oh, yeah, it's a level... Yeah, it's a level 2. It's gone up a little bit. So, yes, it's definitely producing a fair bit more now. And are we maintaining enough here? Yes, we are. That's looking good. That's looking good. So, yeah, all in all, pretty good. New Haven is looking pretty good. right over here. So excellent, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.